What's nice about being a Medicare beneficiary in the US is there's plenty of options. There's options like, for example, a Medicare supplement, which traditionally is a plan that would wrap around the original Medicare and cover services that maybe aren't covered by original Medicare. Another option would be a Medicare Advantage plan, and really many people are opting for Medicare Advantage plans for several reasons. Many of the plans are offered at no additional premium. They are offered in terms of additional services like dental, hearing, vision, transportation to and from a doctor's office, or even things to keep you well and fit, like a fitness program. And the Medicare Advantage plans, most of them offer both medical and pharmacy coverage. The third option as a beneficiary is a prescription drug plan, which is a standalone pharmacy benefit to cover the medications that someone might be taking. And oftentimes folks that opt for that first one, the Medicare supplement, will also opt for the prescription drug plan, so that combined they have both medical and pharmacy coverage.
Hey everyone, this is Jonathan Marks from Go to Health. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Medicare open enrollment is from October 15th to December 7th. Let's do a Medicare checkup. What to know before choosing your coverage. Medicare is for people 65 years or older. You may be able to get Medicare earlier if you have a disability. Medicare's annual enrollment period is the one chance each year to make sure your coverage still fits. Premiums, deductibles, and prescriptions can change, so taking time now helps avoid costly surprises later. People who are enrolled in original Medicare can choose complementary plans with additional benefits, such as Medicare Advantage and standalone drug plans, with many Medicare Advantage plans offering extras like dental, vision, hearing, fitness, transportation, or even post-discharge meals. We have an expert with us today who explains how to compare Medicare plan options, including cost considerations, provider networks, and access to prescription drugs. Gary Culp is Medicare Sales Managing Director for HealthSpring, which is formerly Cigna Healthcare's Medicare business. He has expertise in all aspects of healthcare, with more than 20 years of progressive executive leadership and management experience, serving the needs of beneficiaries across multiple markets. Before we get to Gary, we're building a community of people who care about living well, aging better, and showing up for their health every day. If that's you, tap the 5 stars on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, or wherever you listen to us, on podcasts or YouTube, and help others find this space too. Thanks in advance. So welcome to the show, Gary Culp. How are you today?
Great, Jonathan. Thanks for having me today.
Good. So tell us, what is the Medicare annual enrollment period, and what are those dates that we should be aware of?
The Medicare annual enrollment period is a really important time because folks that are on Medicare, it gives them the opportunity to pause and think about what's important for them in terms of their health care. So what are they thinking about in terms of budget, access to providers, coverage? And during this time, and it runs from October 15th to December 7th, but people can make a change. So if they're on a plan that isn't fitting their needs today, they can make a change for the upcoming year. What I like to stress, though, is that healthcare is very unique and individual. So even within a household, you may have a husband and wife where each have unique needs. And so taking a look at it from your individual needs and determining what are the things that are important for you and what plan is going to be the right option for this upcoming year.
Good. And if I'm just turning 65, can I enroll anytime, or is it still I can only enroll during this time period?
So Medicare actually provides details around how to enroll as you're turning 65, but you're not exclusively have to go through the Medicare enrollment period, this October 15th through December 7th, if you're aging in or becoming newly eligible to Medicare. But if you have Medicare, you do. You need to use this time period from October 15th through December 7th to ensure that you're on the right plan for the upcoming year. If anyone has any questions around eligibility and the dates of when to enroll, you can go to medicare.gov. That's medicare.gov. It's the Medicare website that's run by the federal government in terms of services and enrollment periods for Medicare.
Good. Now, Gary, you talked about customizing your plan. Can you tell us what different kinds of plans there are for Medicare beneficiaries?
Sure. What's nice about being a Medicare beneficiary in the US is there's plenty of options. There's options like, for example, a Medicare supplement, which traditionally is a plan that would wrap around the original Medicare and cover services that maybe aren't covered by original Medicare. Another option would be a Medicare Advantage plan, and really many people are opting for Medicare Advantage plans for several reasons. Many of the plans are offered at no additional premium. They are offered in terms of additional services like dental, hearing, vision, transportation to and from a doctor's office, or even things to keep you well and fit, like a fitness program.
Hmm.
And the Medicare Advantage plans, most of them offer both medical and pharmacy coverage. The third option as a beneficiary is a prescription drug plan, which is a standalone pharmacy benefit to cover the medications that someone might be taking. And oftentimes, folks that opt for that first one, the Medicare supplement, will also opt for the prescription drug plan so that combined they have both medical and pharmacy coverage.
So, with all those choices, how do you find the right Medicare plan for your health, lifestyle, and budget? Is it confusing or can I get help somewhere?
Sure. Well, first of all, we don't want anyone to be confused. We're here to help. There are several options, which is nice in terms of choice, but navigating those options is really important. So I always recommend that people sit down and think about what it is that's important for them. And in fact, I meet with my own parents each year about this time of year, and I have time set up to meet with them to kind of walk through their plans. And we take a look at, who are the doctors, the specialists, the hospitals that they are either interested in or they're currently using to ensure that it's in a network. I also have them write down a list of medications, and we take a look at those drugs and we determine which plans cover those drugs, how much their share of cost would be so that they know in terms of their drug coverage. The third is there anything in particular that they're looking for that they don't have currently or that they would like different? And so, for example, maybe dental is really important. So looking for a plan that has dental coverage in terms of that option. The bottom line is, though, is that there are resources to help. So one is there's the federal government site, which is medicare.gov. That's medicare.gov. And when you go to medicare.gov, there's a tool that's called the Medicare Plan Finder. And Medicare Plan Finder will actually provide side-by-side comparison, or a list of comparison, of different plan options that are available in your area so you can look at what might be the right fit. But for many people, going online is a great way to self-serve and understand. But for many folks, they want to talk to someone or meet with someone live, and we can offer that as well. So if you contact us at HealthSpring, so healthspring.com, or 877-349-2897, we have representatives that can talk to you over the phone to determine what might be some plan options that might be a good fit. We can also schedule for a licensed agent to come to your home or office to meet with you to walk through it individually as well, if that's easier.
Good. Thanks for mentioning that website. Again, that's healthspring.com. And Gary, can you tell us it's part of Cigna Healthcare, why the name change or the branding change? Can you tell us about that?
Sure, it's a great question. So, you may have been familiar with a previous name, which was Cigna Healthcare Medicare, which is a company that actually owned the HealthSpring brand previously. And earlier this year, that was purchased by another company, and HealthSpring has got actually over 100 years of experience behind it now with the organization that actually acquired us in March of this year. But what I'd say for existing customers is there's no change in terms of your coverage this year. And as we roll into 2026, there's even additional options that are available in 2026 if you're looking for other options as well. But it's a new brand change, which is kind of exciting because we've got a new brand behind us, HealthSpring, and you can still get information at healthspring.com.
Good. And Gary, can you comment at all? In 2026, there are supposedly going to be automatic cuts to Medicare provider payments of up to 4% annually. It could reduce Medicare funding, and there's also going to be a reduction in the ability for Medicare to negotiate drug prices. Can you comment about that at all?
Sure. What I would say is that, as a Medicare beneficiary, you should be aware that there's always ongoing changes to Medicare program to determine, what is the right solution to make it viable long term and provide really a valuable program for Medicare beneficiaries. So that's an ongoing, consideration kind of year over year. As a health plan, we take that into consideration with all the plans that we make, and we're always trying to deliver on what is going to be the best solution for our customers. So just know that while there's this, maybe federal government things that are going on around the Medicare program, that we're adjusting to that to ensure that we're delivering the best value in terms of care options that are available to you. And so, for example, in 2026, the majority of our plans for the Medicare Advantage plans are offered at no additional premiums. So there's a, very valued option available in the market to select from.
Good. Gary, we get to this point in the interview where I ask, what questions didn't I ask that I should have, or what message would you like to leave with people today?
Jonathan, you've asked all the right questions. What I would do, though, is just kind of underscore at this point in time how important it is to make sure that you're looking for the right coverage for next year. So don't let this time pass. The Medicare annual enrollment period is October 15th through December 7th. And it's a great opportunity to really just pause, make sure that you're on the right plan, use resources to help you. So whether you go to the Medicare.gov site or you call us at 877-349-2897, make sure you reach out for help so we can help you navigate and get the right plan for next year.
Good. Thanks so much for being with us today, Gary.
Thank you, Jonathan. Appreciate the time.
Good. Gary Culp is the Medicare Sales Managing Director for HealthSpring, which is formerly Cigna Healthcare's Medicare business. He has expertise in all aspects of healthcare with more than 20 years of progressive executive leadership and management experience serving the needs of beneficiaries across multiple markets. Before we go, just a quick reminder, if you like what you've heard, please leave us a 5-star review on Apple or Spotify, or give us a thumbs up on YouTube or wherever you're listening to us. It helps keep getting this content free and reaching the right people just like you. Thanks for being with us. This has been Jonathan Marks, and as we say at the end of every show, go to health. Bye-bye. We'll see you again next time. Thanks, Gary.
Thank you, Jonathan. Appreciate it.
Thank you for tuning in today to Go to Health. You are one of almost 10,000 people per day who enjoy the evidence-based health information offered by our guest health experts. You can watch us on our website and YouTube and listen to us on 8 podcast networks. Be sure to join Jonathan Marks in our upcoming shows each week. If you like our show, please share this episode with your friends and colleagues. You can subscribe to the show, join our email list, send us feedback, browse through the online store, and view our library of over 150 shows at gotohealthmedia.com. See you next time, and remember to elevate your life with Go to Health.